YouTube, what's up? Welcome to Adults Say the Wildest Things. We got
Lisa. Tanya.
Valerian.
and we're gonna get right into it. So, ladies, I have a question for you guys. Now, when you're on a date, is it worth being honest with your date? Or do you think you should be honest, like just truthful up front?
About what?
Just honest about everything, like, you know, what you do for a living, if you got a situationship.
How many bodies you got?
Yeah, any bodies.
Hold on. I feel like there's definitely a limit of things. I mean, you don't just go and talk about all that stuff on a first date. So, I mean, you can tell them a little bit about yourself, but I would be careful with how much you share. So not like I wouldn't be honest, but I just wouldn't share as much on a first date.
Doesn't women want men to be honest though?
Yeah, but I don't need to know how many girls you've slept with on the first date.
Okay, well then what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you think that,
Why would you lie?
oh, so you should be 100% truthful?
Yeah. Why would you lie?
That was it. But sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
Right?
here's the thing though. If you lie, then you can most likely get what you want out of it.
The truth
So-
always comes out eventually. I promise you.
It does
I
not.
promise you.
It
So,
does not.
I'm gonna ask you this then. If you meet, say if you meet a guy and he's into you, just, he wants to smash, and he tells you the truth that he has, let's say, I'm gonna go to the extreme.
No, please don't.
All right, tone it back. I'm gonna tone it back. Let's say he lives with his mom. He's struggling. He ain't really making much money. So he doesn't want to tell you that because, well, you're not gonna be interested and you're gonna go, okay, next. So if he's sitting there across from you, you guys are at a nice diner, chopping it up, and then he tells you like, yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, that gets you ready to go. And then that's the benefits of lying. So that would be the purpose of lying for, I guess, for a man at least. So do you think that it's,
So do you think it's not possible if you tell the truth? Think you still can't get what you want if you tell the truth?
it will depend on the
Depend
person.
who you are. Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
that's what. Yeah.
But she's saying that it'd be best to be honest.
I think it
but-
would too, bro.
Yeah.
Like that would
In the
save a
beginning.
lot of.
But if it comes up, like I'm not just gonna be
Yeah,
sitting here
facts.
eating dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I go to this school for this. Oh, by the way, I got 20 bodies.
I got a question.
20
Well, not just.
No, that's just saying.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Now I was gonna say, so what's conversation for a first date?
The conversation, I just.
What do you do?
Like-
Where'd you go to
to
school? Where
know
you
each
from?
other.
What do you like?
But then, okay, that's what I'm saying. If there's two people are trying to accomplish two different things?
Thank you.
Because men, we're trying to accomplish, you already know what we want.
Yeah, we try
Right off the hop, the whole conversation, what we're asking about, it's all a lie to get what we want. And a girl.
This is not true. This is.
I'm not going on a
100%
date
true.
with you if all you want to do
I
is
No, but okay.
How would you know that, though?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Though. Then you're not gonna go on a man. They're gonna date with a man
Yeah.
at all. Because 9 times out of 10, if a guy likes you, he's probably gonna. That's the first thing you think about.
That's the reason why men and women interact is
But
to smash.
it's not this. You're not gonna.
I
Okay.
mean, don't you think?
Here's the thing when I say this. Now here's the other thing when I say this.
That's
When,
not-
when you're talking and you're going, and when you're dealing with a date and you're going on a date, I don't know. I can't speak from a girl. I'm not a girl, so I don't understand it. But I know from a dude's point of view, we're physical. So we like the physical to whatever it is. The mental may mess that up after the conversation goes and it goes into a situation. But naturally, when you meet somebody as a dude, the first thing you're looking at is body, face, whatever you want, whatever attracts you, whatever you like. And then the next thing is, if a girl says, yes, we can have sex on a first date, what guy's gonna say no? Not too many. Girls. No, what world are you in, lady? No.
That's so wrong.
This is 2022.
Yeah.
Isn't it a hookup culture?
No, it's what you want though.
I'm not subscribed to
Is
that.
it?
Okay. So then you're saying that any date that you might get on, do you feel that that guy is just wanting, like, just
If I go
interested
on a date and the guy's assuming we're just gonna hook up, I'm walking out.
No, it's not.
How would you know that?
But it's not necessarily.
You can tell by the
assuming.
vibes. I feel like you could tell by
Sometimes,
the
yeah,
vibes.
Sure, they would be able
No,
to
but I'm
tell.
saying here's the thing. Now here's the thing. What I mean by that though, just because a guy wants it doesn't mean that's what he's ally after.
Okay, yeah, that's.
You see what I'm saying? So if you're just gonna,
Yeah.
I think
but that's our end goal. If we can get it in the first day, then that's what it is, and then you figure out the mentality. You don't know somebody until what I say. You sleep with them, or you live with them, or you drink with them,
I don't know.
because that's when the whole truth comes out. You can't hide from those things.
I think a lot of factors go into that though, like age for one. Like maybe I think age depends a lot.
Maturity.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
when you're young, like young boy, you just trying to get your numbers,
Getting in.
your numbers. Like
Get in the game.
I'm sorry, this is how it is, and you just trying to deal with as many shorties as you can. But I think once you reach that certain age, it's not really like that. And
Certain people don't grow up.
that's also a fact. But it's I don't think we could just say like all men are just.
No, you don't generally speaking. No,
I think it'll change from age. Like maybe like if we say like what 20 to 35.
We're not gonna have we don't have stats and numbers or what you're saying. But as far as growing up in situations, if I ever seen anything I've ever seen, a guy is attracted to a girl, even if he's not initiating it in his mind, it's like, yeah, that's what I want. But how? That's what we're going on the date for, because it's what we want. It's not necessarily that's all we want, but that's exactly when you see somebody for the first time. If a girl, what do you see for the first time in a guy?
His
Like-
eyes.
Oh, that was mad wholesome.
I respect that. I honestly respect that to whatever it is.
You're being honest.
Yeah, you're being honest. You're being yourself, and I respect that to whatever it is. As a guy, if I'm looking at you, I'm looking at what I like. The end goal is not to sleep with you. The end goal is to sleep with you, but not necessarily on the first date.
Right.
But if you're going that way, I don't think any guy's gonna sit there and say no.
So if a girl doesn't want to sleep with you until, say, you've been together, like until you're in love, do you tap out? Like, are you done with that then?
You have to. I think
it like-
I personally usually is what you're after. If you're looking for love, or both you guys looking for love, then that works. If one's not looking for love and the other one is, then it usually doesn't work. So if you're when you see somebody for the first time and you think love automatically, chances are the guy's not on that same level. That's a little too deep for a guy. I can't say every guy. I'm saying most guys. Most guys a little probably too deep. So you figure out if you love a person. You can't just say love off the bat because you're attracted to a person. Because love comes in different ways, man.
And usually not everybody's on the same page, like you were saying. Sometimes you might meet a guy or a girl and they're in a situationship and they gotta wait till that dissolves and then things might get serious. Because at first, like say you and I go on a date, at first I might not be as serious, but you're all invested. And then after a while, we see each other 3 months or so, then I'm like, oh man, she's actually really cool. We vibe really well, whatever. So at first my intention was, okay, just smash. But then eventually it turned into, I can actually see myself with you.
So then do you wait those 3 months to try and make a move?
Here's the thing.
When do you make the
but my
move?
intent was first was smash.
Right,
So
but then do you keep hanging out with the girl after they don't smash for 2 months?
No, it depends how long you want to. Here's the thing with this though. What would be the point of not doing it within 3 months? Why is there a time limit on that?
You've been hurt.
No, it's just,
There's a bunch of
so you address those things in the conversation when you're talking, and then you figure out where you go from there. Because if you're emotionally damaged, then there's no sense you going on and doing something that's gonna make you more messed up. Someone has to respect that. But if you want to do that, 3 months, I don't see why the number has to be 3, 4, 2, 1 week.
Because if you like a guy, smash him on the same night.
I ain't all that.
What do you say though? Like,
I'm not gonna say all of that.
people who get deep into, I will say, people who get like deep into relationships without like trying out sex first is crazy to me. Like,
because you don't
that
know.
shit don't make no
No,
sense.
'cause you-
like,
yeah,
how could you
you-
ever
look.
do something like
Okay.
that?
You don't know.
Okay, but then you
What if
come
the
at
sex
it-
is awful? After
What
4
if-
months you waited and you love his vibe and everything, then you have sex with him, it's the worst sex you had in your life. What you gonna do?
Hold on, before you
But
answer, before you answer, can sex ruin a relationship?
She about
No.
to tell you right now. She about to tell you right now.
No,
It can't?
because okay, well, this is me coming from a really I'm kind of a romantic.
Okay.
You know, but then you get to like grow with that person. You know, you get to figure out that's so
teach
much
them.
fun. You know, you get to teach somebody the things you love and the things you hate.
What if he just can't
You
get
get
it?
to learn so much. Well,
That's beautiful.
give him some time.
I'll be honest with
What
you.
if?
That's
but
beautiful.
you
But what
gotta
if it
think
doesn't
about
work?
all the factors.
What if that
What
Okay,
if?
well then you tried.
What if you don't have the proper tools? What if the time
Like-
he's like is just quick?
Well,
Like
that's
and you
why
never.
they make vibrators.
Oh my goodness.
But okay, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. My longest relationship, it started off with a one-nighter. Like and he knows it.
Yeah.
But I mean, my longest relationship, we met at a certain club. I am not gonna say the name. Actually, they're not even. The name's changed.
Don't even do it. Don't even go down that road.
And we did our thing first night, and I remember she said like, "You better be worth it." That was the words that she said. And then years later, we were still together. So I mean, sometimes it works out that way, where even if you might say, okay, well, I'm gonna save myself 3 months or I'll wait till marriage and all that stuff, it may not work out where, like, in your favor. Sometimes just jumping into it, instead of dipping your toes in the water, just jumping in, it works that way.
I don't think there's any recipe for one person how that actually works. I just think whatever's best for you.
Yeah, definitely.
The hopefully romantic, that's actually nice. You're rare breed. You don't really see that anymore where people actually, it's more of direct. Whatever is what I'm after, this is what I want, and then you figure it out as you go. But to plant that in the beginning, that's a dangerous game. Because then a lot of hearts get broken that way. Because you're emotionally vested first. And then if it does, like you said, if the sex doesn't work out, especially for a guy, if the sex doesn't work out, hey, that post nut it'll change your mentality pretty quickly.
I feel like though, if you find someone who's on that same mindset as you and kind of has that same goal, you know, you're both looking for the same type of thing. And I mean, I don't know if this is what you were saying, but like if you do wait for marriage or something, if that's something you talk about, people say like, oh, what if the sex is bad? What if you wait till marriage and then the sex is bad? But I feel like if two people truly love each other in that way, where they're wanting to wait and, you know, hold it out, there's no way it can be bad. I mean, there's definitely things. Hold on. Let me finish. Obviously, the first time, you know, there might be some like awkwardness, but you communicate, you talk, you figure out, you know, you practice, you get better, and then, you know, you truly love that person. If you're both going into it with the mindset, like, I want to make this as good for you as possible, and they go in with the mindset is the same thing, like, I feel like that's just going to be a beautiful thing, and you communicate.
That's beautiful. But there's a lot of entities that go into a relationship.
Yeah.
So when you're not having sex a lot and the other factors are kicking in, that balance usually doesn't work out best for the relationship as it was. Guys are very simple, man.
Yeah, we are.
You sleep with them, you eat, and you talk. You make a little talking, and you probably get what you want.
I ain't that simple. I don't feel like. I'm pretty like.
No, yeah, you're a head case though. You're a little
You're
complicated.
the exception.
You're a very complicated guy.
No, generally,
but generally,
guys
very
are
simple.
simple.
It is a very simple situation. It's a way to communicate with a guy. If you are constantly, if girls want communication, then you gotta understand what guys want, and it usually goes back and forth to whatever it is. But girls are a little bit more complex than us. So
Girls are really not that complex.
No, we are
Somewhat.
legit.
no, you guys are more complex than we are
Yes.
by far.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys are more internal,
Mhm,
more internal. Yeah, more internal.
I'll give you girls the sauce. If you want to get a guy to marry you, keep his balls drained, his stomach full,
This guy.
and provide him peace. Those 3 things, you guaranteed a ring. And do it consistently.
He said he's right. He said it nice. There was a nice way to say it, but yeah,
Do
there's
those 3 things consistently, and I guarantee you'll get that ring.
Easily.
Where's he gonna go? He's not gonna find, even if he does find a side girl, he's like, man, this girl, man, she's,
I'm tired. I ain't got
Yeah,
nothing.
like-
I got nothing.
I'm gonna go into a nice meal, and she's not gonna nag. And she's gonna take
No,
care of me.
I don't think
I
like
don't know, it's
I don't
tough,
think girls is necessary about nagging, but it's just if you keep a dude satisfied in his whatever his needs are, a dude's gonna do it back for you. It's not necessarily. I know usually girls first.
I know, right?
It's usually girls first or whatever it is, but
What world is this? This is the
It's very
Matrix.
simple.
You wish life was this easy.
but it's more like I said, sex is not the only thing in a relationship that makes it complicated. It does confuse it though,
Right.
because then you have second guess, and like I said, if it's not good, I don't care who you are. There's only a certain amount of times that it's just not fulfilling you. You can teach all you want. Someone just doesn't work for you.
If you're not good, you can't get better.
It's my
You
face.
heard it here first.
It's my face. It's my face. You know what I mean?
Lisa, I'm gonna ask you though, is there a situation where you've been on a date and you told the truth, like told him everything and it worked out for you? Like you guys actually,
What do you mean told him everything?
like just things, I don't know, like a secret or something
Like on a first date?
yeah, on a first date.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like in my generation, people don't really do that. Like, you know, you talk, you Snapchat, you text first. So that's kind of where you do the talking. The date kind of comes after. People don't usually just go out on first dates anymore. That's usually just if you're on like dating apps or stuff like that. So if I'm being honest, like one time I've been on a date, like a first date with somebody I didn't know, but it wasn't even like conversation like that didn't even come up. It was just kind of like, oh, what do you do for school? What do you, stuff like that.
Surface level conversation.
Yeah, because we genuinely didn't know anything but each other's first names.
How'd you end up on a date? You don't want to speak on it? You don't got to speak on it.
You say something?
Nah, my bad.
Say that
My
for
mic is
another
off.
time.
My
Say-
mic. I'm testing my mic.
Say,
Right.
say that for another time.
Yeah, we good.
But that's only one time out of all the people I've ever encountered. Like,
So when is it that you tell somebody something really like a deep secret about you? At what point I guess it's you
There's
feel
no
it out.
exact.
I don't think there's a
No.
number. I just say when you trust them.
I would only do it if I trust, like, if
trust
it's usually, I don't usually date somebody unless we're friends first. You know, like, I only really get into relationships with people that I'm already comfortable with, or, you know, where we've established that kind of foundation already. And then at that point, they already know everything about me, or everything that they need to know about me.
Is there something that you haven't told a previous partner?
Absolutely, yeah.
Of course you got
But that's
some.
because I never seen it, like, really being, like, I mean, it was serious, but I never fully saw myself with them forever, you know?
Situationship.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Favorite word.
not even, no, it was like a full-on relationship, but there's things that I'm like, I just didn't share that with them, or I don't know if I didn't feel comfortable with them, but I just, you
So why
know,
don't you cut it off if you didn't see him?
I did.
Oh, okay. How long? Like 3 months, 6 months?
A year.
A year, jeez.
He was a really nice guy, really nice
Broke
guy.
his heart.
Look at this.
But the thing is, see, in that case, like, I was trying to convince myself, like, he was the perfect guy. Next! Like, the nicest guy ever. Like, I had nothing bad to say about this person. But at some point, it was just like, I was convincing myself that this was the relationship I needed to be in, because that's what everyone was telling me, because he was treating me right. But, you know, there's only a certain amount of actions and things that somebody can do. Like, you know, you actually have to have that connection and that relationship. And I couldn't force it. And so, I mean, it definitely took, and that's why I tried to give him a chance. I tried to, you know, like, put work into it and try and make it work. But at some point, you know, it's just not gonna cut it.
Is he a subscriber? Do you know? Or he's curious. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
He's curious.
One thing I gotta ask though is that why is it that a girl just can't be upfront with a guy when she just loses that feeling for him? Because what I find is that sometimes, I'm not saying all girls, but in my anecdotal experience, when a girl is emotionally checked out, physically she'll be there. She'll have sex with you, go on dates, use you for your resources, but then she won't tell you up front, like, I'm done, this is not, but she'll string you along for a year.
Disclaimer. That's not just a woman thing.
No, I'm about to
That's
say.
just
I'm
me
about to
saying.
say.
Well, hold on,
Yeah, I'm about to
let me
say.
get off. So she'll string you along for a year, and then at the end of the day, she'll ghost. Like, you'll be like, okay, what's going on? Or she'll say, it's not you, it's me, and like, oh, I'm not in a place where.
Okay, look.
You good?
Here's the thing. I
Why
think
can't someone just, why can't, like, the honest thing? And on a date, they want us to be honest so they can use that honesty to cancel us.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to a relationship, they don't want to be honest. And then so, like,
I think it's just that's just people in general though. I think people, both sides in general, do it different ways. Like, you see what I'm saying? Dude's just gonna he's gonna cheat. He's gonna do certain things on the low.
yeah, guys will
Ain't
be
gonna
upfront with it.
He ain't gonna be upfront with it though. Guys ain't upfront with
Ooh,
cheating, bro.
they're
Man,
Machiavellians.
No.
But at least the girl will know where she stands.
No, that's not true either, bro. Listen,
I
y'all,
mean,
hey,
there's
there's
too
two
many
ways to
things.
different it. The thing with girls is they're more dangerous because, like, I remember girls was a long time ago. Like, girls are more methodical. So if they know they're gonna sleep with somebody way ahead of time, whereas we're impulse.
Exactly.
We're gonna do things on impulse. Like we didn't see well, she's good, and then it happens. Where you guys will plan and go through what the situation is. So it's a little
text
bit.
him, call him.
So it's a little bit more methodical, but
some
the
more
same
emotional.
deceit.
Thank you.
But the same deceit is still there. It's just done in a different way.
But I think their way is worse because
can't
they're
be one way.
emotionally where we just smash.
It hurts deeper. It's I wouldn't say it's worse because in the end you're still cheating, but it's just I could see it like hurting. It's deeper because it's like, wow, you really thought this out. You really knew you were gonna do this.
I can't say.
Yeah,
anything.
but she would, like, again, the girl would spend all that time with you, and like you just said it with your own experience.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I think there's two main reasons. Like when I think about myself too, one being like girls love attention. They love, you know, if they want to, you know, when they want it, they want to have that cuddly, they want to have that intimacy, and they don't want to lose that. And so girls love that attention. They feed off that. And another thing is they might just not want to hurt the guy's feeling. You know, if he genuinely is a nice guy, like you might just genuinely not be able to know how to be like, sorry, bye.
Oh, that makes sense.
And girls are like family too, so that's why when I think about myself and even like my sister here, when we've had relationships, we get invested in like their family. So it's not even just that one person you're breaking up with. You're breaking up
with the whole family.
and like that does take time, and you don't just up and cut that out, you know?
So I'm gonna ask you, if you were in a situation where you're seeing a guy you weren't feeling him, would you be honest with him?
No.
Okay. And then so let me ask you this then.
Okay, I should
Okay.
have said no.
Okay.
It would take a while for me to admit it to myself. But eventually, I'd be honest.
Like you trying to
what would be
convince yourself.
what would be the delay?
You
Like,
don't want to hurt him, probably.
like,
But you're gonna do it anyway.
say this last relationship a relationship I was in.
Implicated.
Sure you want to do that?
Next question.
You can cut that out, right?
You gotta cut it.
Okay,
You
so
wanna
I
come
was in
on.
this relationship with a guy, and I
Yeah,
know.
come on.
can't get in here. Come on.
We'll do
Okay,
part
go
two.
ahead.
Okay,
Do
so
part
I
two.
was in this relationship, and I wasn't over an ex,
Okay.
and I wanted to be over an ex. So I tried so hard. I was like, I'm in this relationship. I'm with this new guy. I'm doing all these things. Like, I'm trying to make it work. Meanwhile, I'm going home and I'm crying because I'm
Missing
missing
him,
the ex.
That's tough.
But then I come back the next day and I'm like, okay, no, I need to make this work. And then it's happy. He treats me well. But 4 or 5 months in, it's like, okay, like this is, like he's asking me to move in with him. He's telling me he loves me. Like, it's just like, okay, like I'm not there. And that's when I realized like, oh, like I'm not in it. And then I was honest. Well,
Okay.
I was like,
in
I'm
the-
not in
in
it.
that way you guys do it. Here's the thing though. So that's almost like emotional cheating. Because
No, 'cause she
relax,
was-
relax,
Alright,
just
go
relax
ahead,
for a
mother.
second. Let me get to where I'm gonna
Alright,
get
go
to
ahead.
before you sit here and do that. Because I think now with those type of situations, you needed time, and you needed So sometimes honesty is not always the easiest way to go. You see what I'm saying? So when we were talking about how come we were talking about in the beginning,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
I
see,
see you putting
you
it.
see the situation where it's so it doesn't always work out the way you think it's gonna go. So the situation is so when you're talking, you're feeling something. If you get into another situation because part of you likes attention, but the other part's not over you. Now put that in a guy's perspective.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of see.
Okay. You're wrapping up in a nice little bow.
You see,
Nuts.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? So you just gotta understand from two different perspectives. It's hard. I understand it's harder for a female because, like I said, you guys are more internal than us.
Yeah.
But sometimes you guys have to slow it down to think that it's still the same concept, just on a different side. You know what I mean?
You look like you don't agree with this.
Yeah, he be on that too.
Carry on. I don't know what we're talking about, but
Because you drinking too much. You can't focus.
oh, stop it, bro. Stop it.
And that's
This
what
is water.
and that's what I realized too.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Brown
Let's go
sugar.
wild into the drink. What I realized too is that girls tend to monkey branch more. So
that?
oh, for sure.
they'll keep. So I'll break.
Fuck my life.
So like with your situation, I guess you broke up with your ex, so you weren't with him. But some girls would stay with the ex and then try to move on with the new guy. So they'll see if that situation works or if it works out. If it doesn't, then they can just easily slide back to the ex and pretend that they weren't doing anything.
That's the definition of monkey
Monkey
branch.
branch, yeah.
Can you define it? Just say what.
So like, okay, you know when monkeys are swinging on trees, right? They're holding on to one branch
Okay.
and they're reaching for the other.
Okay.
So they're not gonna let go. They're not gonna let go of this branch
Until they know
until
they
they
have.
know that this one's secure.
Got you.
So that's what I notice. Anecdotal again, girls be doing that stuff.
Wants and needs.
You gotta be the
Comment in the comment section.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not gonna be. This is not never dedicated to one girl's gonna do something because your personality might be totally different than what we're talking about. Yeah. So it's not necessary. Yeah.
It's generally, yeah.
It would-
I would say generally. I say generally speaking, especially in 2022.
in your
like-
experiences, you could just say in your experiences because your experiences.
He
can't
thinks it's in
Lisa,
general.
you said it yourself.
He
What
thinks
I
it's in
say? What I
general.
say?
What did Lisa-
You think it's
I'm
in
gonna run the
general,
tape back.
Yeah.
When Lisa said, she said, in this day and age, no one really goes on dates anymore.
Oh, for
We're
sure.
online, this and that. So there's no connection off rip.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if there's no connection, if Lisa say let's say by chance I do take her on a date. If she burps, I'm like, God, that turned me off. I'm gonna keep scrolling and swiping right or left or whatever, and then I can find someone else. And let's say you say I swipe and I meet her, and she don't burp. Then I'm like, okay, cool.
That's all you need? You're not complex at all. You just,
I think it's just an example.
It's just an example,
It's just an
bro.
example. It's just an example.
That's how easy it is in these times. So
Man.
monkey branching is easy.
Right.
I just think it's a safety net. It's always been, it's human. I would say it's human instincts. I don't think it's girl. I don't think it's dude. I just think it's human just in general.
Everybody got a backup plan, basically.
God or what the situation is, and it's emotional.
Do they?
But
I
girls
think
are
a
more
lot of
emotional
people
than
do.
we are.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
A
you
lot
know what I
of
mean?
people,
So emotion is more heavy than them.
If this relationship don't work, you know, I've kind of been eyeing up, blah, blah, blah,
Really?
and they go. I think a lot of people do that. I don't think it's cool. I don't think you should do it. But I think it's pretty normal.
I don't know if I've ever done that.
So I'll ask you, Larian, if you're on a date, would you prefer a girl to be 100% honest with you?
Yeah,
Or-
let's be honest. Like, you know,
So you wanted to tell her how much
everything,
bodies?
everything. And she asked me, I'm
Bodies
gonna tell
too?
her.
Before you even know if you like her or
But
not?
even if
Matter?
I don't, he talks about
Yeah,
this.
go ahead.
She ain't watched no tape.
Even you gotta subscribe, click the like button. But even if I like of what I asked, let's be honest, cause why waste time, right? Like lying, then you're gonna find out, oh shit, he was lying, like about this, and then you guys end up.
But like before you even know if you like them,
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I think here's the
don't-
thing.
I want you need to like somebody for who they really are. That's
deep.
everybody just be wasting everybody's time. That's part of the problem. Like, why am I lie about something instead of just like keep
Yeah,
it a buck with you?
I always say honesty is the best policy. That's how you get to know somebody pretty quickly. Like by the time we sit there and put up the dress rehearsal,
Right.
and you feel you have to wait 2-3 weeks to figure, oh, I don't like this about this person. You could have found that out.
Yeah, I
right
could
off
have
the
told
jump.
you just to ask me. I'll tell you.
I think me going on dates though, I want to ask personal questions.
but people lie.
I ain't going in deep about the bodies and all. I don't even want to know nothing about
think-
that, bro.
But if she asked you, would you
you
tell
just
her?
actually, I don't even know what I would say. I was just like, yo, mind your business.
You say mind your business.
I'm joking though. I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know how to react to that because it's something I'd say. But I don't think that's an appropriate question. I don't think it matters.
I would be curious. I would say
What
like,
doesn't
Exactly.
what does it
But
matter?
if it doesn't matter,
I would
then
say
why are you not telling her?
406.
But
and
why?
see how she reacts.
Okay, here's the thing though. Whatever the answer is, what did you get out of it?
Yeah, that's
Does
why
it change? Does it change the personality of the person? Not really. Does it make you think something less of a person? Might be.
Might get in your
And
head a
then
little
that
bit.
person might be actually still a good person, but those kind of questions are
They're
never
past
good.
the past.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those kind
but
of questions
the
are never
thing
really
is,
good.
they get to make that decision. Like, if in their mind, if the person you're on a date with, if they go into all their dates, like, I don't want to be with someone who slept with over 20 people. Then you just gotta be honest with them. And if you slept with 21, then it's over. Then that's fine. That's life, bro. But
Yeah.
you don't want to take that out of like, you know, you gotta leave that decision to them. I think it's unfair to like, you know,
Yeah, I
like,
get you.
make a decision for them. Like,
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
That's why I think it's better just keep it a buck.
So even if it's a smash, like you're not interested in long term, would you like want her to tell the truth, tell you everything, or you don't care
No.
at that point?
Wait, what? I don't understand your question.
So like say you're hypothetically, you know, you're on a date, you meet a girl, whatever, and you just only view her as a hookup thing. Do you still want her to or do you want her to tell you everything about her? Or?
Yes. If it comes
Even
to
if
that,
it's a
so I'm
smash?
gonna say super hypothetical, obviously. If I was this type dude and I said, yo, how much bodies you got? And she told me she was, let's say 26 and she had 800 bodies, I'd be like, oh, you know, I don't wanna, like, yo, are you safe? Like, did you wear protection for all 800? Like, does that make sense? Is that fair?
But it's a smash though.
Yeah, but that smash could change your life, bro.
Nah,
Like,
but porn stars got a lot of bodies.
yeah,
and
they got
clean.
a lot of diseases.
No,
too.
they clean.
But they also get checked regularly.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But you don't know if this
Yeah, I don't know.
With
That's
what I'm saying. You
people
wouldn't
who
know
get
about that
checked
person, right?
regularly. If she's making them wear a condom, how many of them she's
Yeah.
letting dump inside her and having their babies and collecting
But
their
see,
child support? You don't know all that shit.
No, that's good. I like that because we had on a podcast and I asked everybody.
No,
Hold on. We had on a podcast and I asked everybody. I went around and I said, for every person we slept with, has anybody asked that person, are they clean and actually got the paperwork? I bet you everybody here in this room has never actually verified somebody if they were clean. So we're all
Now you're going
capping.
on a whole different level, like
No,
bro.
we're all capping.
But
If
you
we're
can
saying
take
that-
someone off face value, like, all right, I'll believe you. You know, like you hopeless, like people will be honest, like, yo, I don't got, you know.
Look, here's the thing with me.
Hepatitis Z
If
or
you're hooking up, and especially something like alcohol is involved, nothing what y'all talking about matters. The personalities are going to kick in regardless. If y'all want to do something, that's gonna go. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be, because you guys are not in your right minds when you're guys thinking about it. Now, if you're sitting where you're really just on a date and you're trying to figure out that person and you're asking those kind of questions, yeah, then those questions are gonna be the result of what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah,
And then
which
you
is
figure out,
fair.
okay, it doesn't work with me, and you
Yeah.
keep it moving. It's not a
No,
problem.
but he's saying that he wants honesty even if it's a smash or long term.
Yeah,
That's
because
what he's saying.
so he knows what he's getting himself into.
Yeah.
So
fact.
he fully knows exactly
And
what that
that's
person
just
is.
how I am. Of course, like I
think
guess you
that's
don't
cap.
give a.
You know why I think it's cap? Like, cause I said, the girls that you've been with, have you asked them straight up how many bodies and all that
No,
stuff?
but he's saying
right
he's just saying he's taking their word for it. Even if they can't prove it, he's just gonna take their word for it.
In the
what
past,
it is.
when I've been with girls, like the conversation has come up, like, yo, like, hey, like, are you clean? Yeah. And if they say yeah, like, never.
Like you're
it's
not,
roll
gonna,
the dice.
you're
No.
not gonna think.
If they what?
If they say that I'm
Oh.
clean, you're gonna just take their word for it.
Yeah.
And go baby?
bro.
Whoa, I didn't say
Bro,
that.
listen.
I did not say that. That's
Hold on.
just because they're clean don't mean I'm not use a condom. Just because they're clean don't mean I'm not.
Hear me out. So you don't get top? You don't get top?
Oh Lord.
You see that? See how everyone get quiet now?
No, no
You
one's
tell me
not
you don't get
quiet.
top. Exactly. You can't tell me that if a girl says she clean, you still getting top. So that's still you're still risking.
No, I'll keep it a buck.
Thank
I'll
you.
keep it a buck. No,
Thank you. I appreciate
no, I'm
that.
not agreeing with you.
No,
I'm about
go
to
back,
say
go
more.
back to keeping it a
I'll
buck.
keep it a buck.
Okay.
So I would like, is a whole nother set of factors that I would take into account. Like how I know Shorty, who I know she know, blah blah blah, and I'm doing algorithms in my head.
lying,
Facts,
man.
no.
See?
Oh, there's algorithms. There's
He's
algorithms.
lying, man. He's
No, I'm
lying,
not.
man.
Bro, all right. So I'll tell you like this.
You can't get STI from top?
Yes, of course you can. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example, right? So say you were like me and you wanted to know that information, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I met a girl and I was like, yo, Klutch, like this girl is pretty cool. You should go out on a date with her. I think y'all would vibe, right? And you was like, oh, like what's good with her? And I was like, oh, like a couple of the homies did their thing with her. Like she ran a couple of trains, blah blah blah. This is super hypothetical, and I'm not disrespecting anybody. And she ran a couple of trains, blah blah blah. Okay, so you know that, right? And she said she was clean. But would you think about getting top from her? Would you second guess it if I told you all that information about it? So yes, you would. So exactly.
But I'm not talking about me though. I'm talking about you, because you lying.
I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people.
I'm talking about you.
It's
I'm
not me
talking
versus
about
you.
He said that if he wants to know everything, because then he'll know the bodies and then he won't do anything.
No,
Play
I
back.
know what I said. I wouldn't
you-
ask.
He didn't say he wouldn't do it. He just he'll know what's up front.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but you still hit though, or get top.
I just told you. There's factors. It's so much factors, algorithms
That's a
that
yes
gotta go
then.
on.
So
No, it's
you're
not a
no.
yes. It's whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're gonna
What side you on? Excuse us, the audience is jumping in the footage. What if she give me something crazy that I can't? Wow. So wait, so don't take that risk. So ask. Oh, so basically I can't go on no dates, I guess. I mean, people like that can't go on no dates. That's very true, but I can lower my chances. That's like if I, you know what? Next question. Because
I'll be honest, it's Russian roulette. It's really Russian roulette, man.
you guys said Russian roulette. You know that's life or death. I guess it could
Yeah,
be.
you did. And what we're
No, don't go like this because you don't agree.
I'm saying,
Don't.
I think you're lying, man. You just, I get it. We in the cameras and everything. You trying to.
Nah, this is who I am, Klutch. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
You saying that you wouldn't do anything, you would think twice and all that, but you telling me that you would not do anything if a girl was honest and she said, look, I'm a porn star, I got a lot of bodies on my belt, would you mess with her? Yes or no?
What do you mean mess with her?
Top or smash?
She was clean.
She's just saying, she never told you she was clean. She's just saying that she has a lot of bodies.
I would ask her.
Okay.
If she told me I had a lot of bodies, I'd say,
Okay.
hey, are you clean though?
And then she says yes. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take her for her word? And
But so she opened that can of worms. She said I got a lot of bodies.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what's a lot to you? Because what if she said 1,000?
she said I was a porn star.
No, but what's a lot?
I don't know, over 500.
I'm be like, nah, I'm good. Like, but
You're
we
lying,
cool.
man.
Okay. Like, just because you make these decisions, I'll be like, I'm good. I am good. Like,
Actually, I'll ask the ladies, would you smash a guy that has a lot of bodies? Or let him go down on you? See,
But you wouldn't ask him.
See, I don't know, man.
But I wouldn't go on a date with somebody.
but you wouldn't know.
You
But
wouldn't know.
you ask around.
Oh, see,
You ask
there's
around.
factors. She's
I'm
doing
not
algorithms
I'm
too.
not going in blind.
So what if you're on a trip? Like you went to Jamaica or something and you meet a hot guy? You're not gonna...
No.
We don't really do that.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
has that never happened to you? Like, like you met somebody who's like, yo, their vibe is crazy, and then once you feel in they like, y'all got crazy chemistry, you never start to feel like, yo, what's good with them sexually? That's never happened to you. You met someone for the first time, y'all had a conversation. Like, damn, like,
Curiosity?
go ahead, lie.
No, I have, but like,
Okay, Tanya?
but listen.
Oh, damn, you gotta travel.
But
and shit.
listen, but listen, I knew people, like I knew his sister. And so like I knew, like it wasn't just like some random guy.
Okay.
It wasn't just some random guy, you know, I was like staying at their house, that type of thing.
So are you guys very guarded on who you guys introduce yourself to
Yeah.
and how you guys meet your
Yeah,
people?
we were definitely
Okay. Fair
definitely
enough.
like that. Like we I would speak for the both of us, like we definitely weren't raised where, you know, you go out to the bar and you have like a one night stand. I don't even think either of us have ever done that. Like a one night
anybody
stand.
raised like
I don't think anybody's raised to do that per se, but I just think
no.
Raised to have a
like,
one-night
here's the
stand?
thing though, man. I think when you get to a certain age, sex starts meaning different things for different people.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? So a lot of people emphasize that when it's something new and you haven't done it in a while, or you haven't done it before and you're not really, it's really important. If you do it a lot, it's like it loses its value to a certain degree. It's not as meaning as it would be for you for
For sure.
it being for a different male. So it's always gonna be a different point of view in there, especially for males. But guys having sex a lot, like they're just,
No, for sure. I'll be honest too. Like that's why for me when I was growing up, like I always said like I'm gonna wait till marriage because I knew as soon as I do it one time, then it's like just gonna be whatever. Like it's that one time for me that's like, excuse me,
I was listening to your story.
excuse me.
this guy's ad-libs like, oh, this guy's ad-libs.
No,
This
you
guy's
said
like-
you was gonna wait till I was just listening.
No, at that point in my life, I truly was religious reasons, whatever.
Okay.
And so I truly was gonna wait till marriage. I mean, I was scared to get pregnant. I thought I was gonna die. All that stuff that my
Oh,
parents
shit.
tell me. Not literally.
Everybody's seen Mean Girls. Yeah.
I think so, yeah, I've seen it. I think
That's
You're
all
kidding.
Lindsay Lohan,
The
right?
wrong
No
crowd.
free promo.
that's on, isn't it?
That's Lindsay
Yeah,
Lohan.
yeah.
It's Mean Girls where the gym teacher.
But I don't remember it
You
that
will
well.
get pregnant and you will die.
Oh,
Yeah,
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 See
yeah,
that?
just so
This
you
is
know,
the part where you add that clip in.
Look,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
highlight that.
Yeah.
So to me, like I never even was gonna like test those waters because then I knew as soon as I did it one time, that's just like my personality. I'm a people pleaser. I'm just gonna, you know, it's gonna mean nothing to me eventually.
When in a decision like that, are you thinking about yourself majority or like what others think?
Myself.
So?
Yeah, because I'm not the type of person who does it and then tells everybody. Like I'll tell my close friends, like, you know, this happened, whatnot. But I don't go and I don't share with a bunch of people that I
No,
slept with.
just understand
Yeah.
that if people are scared, people are timid to like to say, okay, she did this with this person or he did this
No,
with this
I mean I
person.
definitely have standards. Like there's definitely standards. If somebody has a reputation, like no. Even if I'm attracted to them, if they got a reputation that they sleep with a lot of girls and they've whatnot.
By how you know? If you said
It's the
reputation.
reputation. So if other people have like said, like spoken on it, like, oh, you know, I was with this guy, I've heard that he's done this and this and this with this person. I'm gonna say politely, respectfully, no, thank you.
But that could be a very nice person that didn't do those
It
things.
could be. I mean, and that's why, like, that's where you have to kind of, you know, believe the people that are telling you information or have that conversation with the person too. But like I said, like I'm more of like I get to know people before. I don't just smash random people I don't know.
Okay, so actually, let me ask one more question. This last topic here, how it's kind of along the lines of the same thing we've been talking about, but how much transparency do you continue to have in a relationship? So, for example, if you're whether in a marriage or in a long-term relationship, do you combine bank accounts? Do you guys share phones? Like have each other's passwords?
Nah,
like, because everybody wants honesty and transparency up front, but how deep does it go?
Bro, that's
Like,
prison, bro. What are you talking about? Ain't
What?
That's prison.
So you don't,
Everybody's doing all
so
that.
you wouldn't,
Nah, whoa.
you wouldn't do
Why
it.
is it?
Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know now. I don't know if anybody, you guys are married, or I am. So I'm gonna let you guys know now. You need boundaries, and you still need self. If you don't have self,
Absolutely.
it's overwhelming. When you just sit there and everything, it doesn't work that way. You will literally lose your mate going one way because it's a little too much. Especially if you had a kid in there too, everybody needs their space and their mental for their time. And I mean, for your own money, if you want, okay, you have a joint account, but you have your own money.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
I
most
Absolutely.
relationships.
You put your shit
Yeah.
aside, so you have to have your money when you want to do something. You can't, wife, can I do this or that? Nah,
No,
that ain't
absolutely not.
that can't work.
Absolutely not true.
So you literally have to have balance when you're doing it. But yeah, that share everything go down, and it doesn't really work
No,
like that.
I definitely agree with that.
That
I
doesn't
feel like
work-
you
doesn't
have to
work
have
like
your
that.
own.
Okay.
You gotta have your own. You can have ones that you share. You know, like okay, this is our bank account where maybe we take bills out or whatever. But you still have your own that you can, you know, spend on yourself. With the phone though, like I think I don't see a huge problem in that. Like I'm not the type of person where I'm gonna be snooping all the time. And if there's something that I'm
sometimes.
questioning about, no.
Okay.
If there's something I'm questioning about, I'll ask you about it.
Here's the thing with the phone. Like I said to my wife, you open my phone and you get in some of my group texts with the dudes that you're hitting me, you're gonna have questions that you're never gonna get answers for. See what I'm saying? So you can sit there and look at it and say, okay, you think you see what you see, but then I have to explain it, and that's just gonna create something. That's just more, you know what I mean? More problems you don't want to.
Yeah.
So one thing I've never done, I've never looked at my wife's phone to this day. My phone's. You go get it. I'm not touching it, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want that mindset of me thinking I seen something that's a misunderstanding.
Wow,
and that
that's a
can
good
lead
way
to
to
some,
look at it.
you know what I mean? So just to keep the base, I trust my wife, she trusts me, and we leave it at that.
That's
Your
cool.
patterns are gonna let you know
That's cool.
what a person's doing. So right now, if I start doing patterns that my wife doesn't understand, that's more concerning than going through my phone to misunderstanding to what it is, right?
That's true. And you can't control what other people do. So if somebody's
bro.
texting you crazy,
Bro,
you can't, that's
But
not your fault.
I have friends who are
Right.
single, so they can
Exactly.
be dirtbags, they can be anything they want. We can see anything that situation that it is, right?
Sending stuff. Yeah.
So if you see that, you be like, you see an ass, and they be like, oh, what are you looking at this for? If you don't understand the state of the conversation, now I gotta explain and argue with something because you're insecure about something you don't understand.
I feel like I wish I knew that sooner because
You know
there's
what I mean?
definitely
I have a
times like that.
Say you go to grab your wife's phone for whatever reason, and she goes, no.
Oh shit.
What do you do then?
That's
That's why I said I don't grab it. I wouldn't grab it.
different.
But say for whatever reason.
In emergency,
It
just
fell out of
rare,
her
rare.
pocket.
Hypothetical,
Pocket,
hypothetical,
I
hypothetical.
like that
Babe,
question.
can you
Ladies.
plug my phone in for me? Like you're right
Hypothetical.
there.
But say that again. So plug
Say
the phone.
she's like, you're on my side. Can you plug my phone in for me?
But then how can she freak out just to plug the phone in?
Sorry, that's not a good example.
But you understand the
you know
hypothetical.
what I
You
mean.
try to dodge the hypothetical.
No, but I'm
This
saying
is
if she
good
sits there and tells me, I'm
hypothetical.
still not going into the phone, bro.
But if she say like, yo,
I'd rather ask her a question.
y'all got 8 kids, she got all kids, and grab
Bro.
my phone, please. And then she,
You're gonna
when she
say
thinks, she's
no?
like, wait, no, actually, don't. What would you
Do
do?
you go to grab
I'm
it?
not, listen,
phone
listen,
out of her
if the
pocket.
phone falls out of her and she says don't grab her phone, I'm asking her a question. I'm not going in her phone. Why do
Right.
you want me to sit here and touch your
Exactly.
phone? That's it. I'm not going, I'm
Wait.
still not going in the
Oh,
phone.
you saying why don't you
Yeah.
want me to touch it?
Yeah, I'm talking to her and say,
But
okay,
you're- you
what
would-
are
you would
actually,
question
yeah,
it.
you
You
sit
would
there and be like,
question
yo, what are you doing?
'Cause
Why
like you
is
said,
that?
your
Yeah,
pattern changed.
why do you do that?
Okay.
Okay, what it is, but I'm not going in your phone because there's something I might not want to see.
See,
Or,
I
like,
wish
you know
I
what
knew
mean?
that sooner. There's definitely a situation where I was not even like looking at the person's phone, but they were in front of me, and then I just like we were, I don't know, whatever, laying down, and then I'd seen a text come through, and it was a picture another girl had sent him, and I remember like getting so mad, like, oh, he's texting her, and like he's asking blah 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 blah. Turns out that she just does, like, she'll just send him random pictures, and he has nothing, like he just doesn't even answer, he doesn't respond. But to me, I see that, and I'm like getting so mad. I'm thinking, wow, he's doing this with her, he's whatnot. Turns out he can't control what she does.